is to show you how to upload a image and then to use the quick selection tool to crop the image. Now, as you can see on my activity 1, I still have my picture of my dog Ruby. She's in a layer over here. What I want to do is I want to put her onto activity 2, okay, which is a red backdrop. But I don't want all of the background, I just want the picture of her. So to do that, I'm going to use the quick selection tool to crop her. Now, when you're using the quick selection tool, it's really important that you're on the layer of the picture or the element that you want to crop, okay? So I'm going to double check that I'm on my Ruby layer. And then the quick selection tool is this one here. Now, depending on the size of the image, you can make your brush bigger or smaller, okay, depending on how much you want to select at a time. The plus is basically what we're selecting. So in this instance, I want Ruby to be in the plus selection. So what I'm going to do is I make sure I'm on my plus and I basically start dragging my mouse and selecting bits. Now, as you can see, at the moment, she's currently in the selection. You can be as specific with this as you want. Okay, I'm going to keep dragging down here. So I'm just basically dragging my trackpad down to select. Okay, now as you can see here, I've selected too much. So what I need to do is I need to go up to here and change it to my minus and get rid of that, because remember, we don't want the carpet in the picture, we just want the picture of the dog. So basically what you do is you go between the plus and the minus, okay, and pick the bits that you want. Now, it can take a bit of practice. It's one of those things you need to do a couple of times to get better at it. It also depends on the quality of the picture, okay? So I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to go back to my plus because I've forgotten her feet. Okay, so I'm just clicking and dragging. I made sure I'm on my Ruby layer, otherwise it's not going to copy and paste the picture. Now I'm pretty happy with that for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it into my activity 2. So once I'm happy with my selection, I'm going to go Command C on my keyboard, switch to my activity 2. I'm going to go Command V, and there she is. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to rename her to Ruby. Now, if you weren't happy with that and you didn't like the fact that there is still a little bit of blue and things like that in the background, you can always use the eraser, and as long as you're on the Ruby layer, you can start to delete or sort of get rid of the little bits you don't like. And what they'll do is, because the red's in the background, okay, it's just deleting the parts of Ruby, but it's keeping the background there, it's not going a white colour. Okay, so if you wanted to touch things up, you could always go through with the eraser tool once you copy and paste it.